Yes, hi everyone's and lovers. Yes, as I promised, this is week 2 of Vlogmas on how to love and how to be loved. Just getting up, literally. I woke up much earlier, but it's midday now. I woke up way early, but I didn't feel like doing this vlog, but I thank God for the courage. So yes, now I'm going to get up. It's midday. I'm gonna get up, get me something to eat, have my shower. It's hair wash day today. And I'm also going to pop out I'm going to Peckham. I need to get something for my Instagram content. So yeah, I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna try and take you guys along with me, show you a little clips from there, from me going there, because this face needs to be beat. I need to slay this face. How do you guys like my Christmas beddings? I got this from Asda. This bedding I got it from Asda at the beginning of the month. So this is gonna be my Christmas bedding. How do you like it? Leave your comments below. So it's fleeced. It's quite thick. It's very good for winter. Right, I couldn't be doing this at a better time. And also I'm doing the video because of my observation, because I feel that from my observation with trying with how people relate and react to the word love. When you say, sometimes when I say I love someone, the way they react is like they find it very reluctant to kind of like reply. Like, I've been in a situation where I've said, oh, I love you to, a family member, and they didn't really reply. They were like taken aback. So that's why I'm doing it. I find that people are, because of that ignorance, not knowing that there are different forms of expressing love. There are different ways we show that we love people. And sometimes when you say it, the different forms of love that I'm going to be treating are what you really mean. Like to your friends, if you say I love your friend, you're expressing filial love. If you say you love a child that is under your care, or your children, you're expressing storge love, which is what I'm talking about. Storge love, I'll talk about that one now. When I'm doing my makeup, I'll talk about the Eros love. Then later on, then I'll round up with Ludus love. Okay? So storge love is that type of love that exists between parents and their children. Love that exists between siblings. Love that exists, extending it, but relating it. How do you express that on a day-to-day basis? You look out for look out for their well-being. You take on the responsibility. You are responsible for the welfare of that child. You appreciate them and praise them when they are doing well. And they don't have to, the thing with storge love is they don't have to be your own children. They can be children under your care. A foster child, for example. Every activities you do with that child, like making sure they go to school on time, they eat, balanced diet, they wear the right clothes, for the right season, that's storge love you're expressing there. It's not romantic. It's not romantic, and it's a different type of emotional bond that exists between you and that child, you and your siblings. You feel that you have that responsibility, that emotional bond, because they are your family, because of the blood ties. So that's storge love, according to Greeks. Love that you express that exists, love between the love relationship, let me say, between children and their parents, or children and their guardians and siblings. And yes, so I would extend that. And also, if I blow it up, storge love also can be likened to the relationship that exists between the government and the citizen. The only difference with that is that the citizen are involved to some degree, but to a large extent, the parents has so responsibility for the government has so responsibility, or the overall head of that country to be responsible for the welfare of the citizen, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually, making sure there are things, they facilitate things to take care of that aspect of their citizen. So not like in Africa, for example, I won't say most African countries, we don't have responsible government. And this reflects on the way the citizens turn out, the way they behave. That's why you find that a lot of citizens want to go out to a better country where the government are more responsible, so that they can, live, where the government seem to kind of like take their boxes of expectations. So such love is that's how I'm looking at it, not looking at it with everyday situation. That's what I'm talking about it here. So with such love, if you have children under your care, it means not maltreating that child, certainly not bewitching that child, treating them, loving them, praising them when they are doing well, making sure they eat at the right time, they mix, basically making sure they turn out well, looking after all the process of their growing process. You are all they know, so you are the adults, so you have that responsibility. You are like their God, mini God. So everything you do, and then of course you have to love them and do it with love, making sure that they are well taken care of, they eat well, they mix with the right people, especially knowing who they are to be able to direct them in the right path, in fulfilling their own destiny as well. And in so doing, you'll be fulfilling your destiny. You'll be fulfilled knowing that they are fulfilling their destiny. That's what such love is. So I'm gonna get up now, have my go brush my teeth, get me something to eat, I'll do my makeup and step out. I'll take you along with me. So when I'm doing my makeup, I think I've mentioned that. So okay, yeah. See you in a bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna have my shower. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna head to the bathroom now. I can't take you with me. Sorry. Alright guys, just finished having my shower. Looks like Peckham is not gonna happen today because if you're familiar with London, you know that it's December and we are sort of like still between that autumn / we're approaching winter. So we are like in autumn / winter now. So it gets really dark quickly, and I don't think I'm filming with my phone camera, and I don't think I'll get a good picture as I would during the day. So I'm gonna scrap going to Peckham now. Just finished having my shower. It's hair wash day, and it's taking me like an hour since the last time I spoke to you guys. So that's why Peckham is not happening. So now I'm gonna moisturize my skin with my Fair Lady Royal Jelly lotion, brightening lotion, because I have eye pigmentation. In future I'll do some review on creams for eye pigmentation, for treating eye pigmentation skin that I have used in future, but not today. So now I'm gonna get ready, so I'll catch you on the other side. Yes, now it's time for me to do my makeup. Okay, I'm gonna start off with shaping my eyebrows. It's slightly going out of shape because I like the eye arch brows, so that's why I shape it this way. So I'm just gonna go over so now you want to make sure with makeup, you want to make sure you get rid of any, you get rid of anything that could, you want a clean and smooth finish, so get rid of any stubbles. And I think I have some hair here too. I'm going to get rid of. Yeah, that's all the hair on. I'm doing a Christmas look, something Christmassy. I'll do my eyebrow off camera. So I'll do my eyebrow off camera, and yeah. Right guys, so yeah, I've done my eyebrow and prepped my eyes off camera just to save, because just to save time. And as I was saying, I'm going to do the transition color. I'm doing a green glitter look as it's Christmassy, something Christmassy. So I'm gonna start with the transition color. It's a red. So yeah, I've done my eyebrow and prepped my eyes off camera just to save, because just to save time. And as I was saying, I'm going to do the transition color. I'm doing a green glitter look as it's Christmassy, something Christmassy. So I'm gonna start with the transition color. It's a red, reddish transition color. So as I was saying earlier, I was talking about love. I talked about mentioned stodge love, what stodge love is. And another point I want to make with this, with stodge love, is that you want to be careful with, it's not romantic, so you don't have any business getting romantic with your children. I've seen it, something that a lot of parents do, and some people on social media. I've seen people, go around kissing their children, male child, on the lips. That's not part of stodge love. That's molestation. You are invading her space or his space when you start kissing your child on the lips. What happens to the cheeks and the forehead? So, with one way of expressing stodge love to your child is, expression of it is maybe kissing them on the forehead and on their cheek, just to show that you love them, and to actually say you love them. And when you say you love them, you're expressing stodge love, as it were. Okay, so that's gone. Just felt I need to add that to the first point I made before I went to have my shower. So, and now I want to talk about Eros love. Eros love. Eros love is that one that is more romantic. Is between a man and a woman, a more romantic relationship. And it involves, obviously, it's passionate, It involves a lot of touching, kissing, caressing, all those smushy stuff. That's Eros love. And it's between a man and a woman who wants to be together as, you know, a couple. So when you are expressing, I think that's where Eros love. So when you are in a relationship and you say you love your other half, like, you know, I love you, honey, or I love you, darling, it involves a lot of pet talk, pet names, and all these romantic gestures. And, you know, obviously, again, you do more or less everything you will do with your friends, but the only difference is that, you know, you have you know, some kind of, there's contact involved, there's body contact involved with Eros love. There's a lot of body contact involved, a lot of touching, a lot of kissing, a lot of exchange of, you know, mucus. Yes, a lot of, yes, exchange of all those type of things. That's and so obviously, you know, applying it to everyday lives, you know, a situation, you are in a relationship with a guy or a lady as the opposite sex, and what you guys get down to is example of Eros love, all the nitty-gritty in it as well, you know what I mean? Like, you know, yeah, that's Eros love. Let's get on with this. So that's Eros love. So if you're in a relationship with a guy, if you are in an erotic and romantic relationship, and you express or you state that you love the person, what you are saying is, what you're expressing there is Eros love. So if you're saying it to a guy and he's not reciprocating it, he's not feeling you, he's not in love with you, or a lady, she's not in love with you, she's not romantically, I mean, she might be shagging you, but she's probably just having fun. It's not, there's no love there, it's fun. Okay? And, you know, I don't want to say the F word. And it's just, you're just fuck buddy, basically. So in Eros love is romantic and, you know, and very sweet, and, you know, it's full of all this lovely gesture, again, buying each other gifts, you know, expressing all that sort of thing. If it's their birthday, you know, you go extra mile for each other, and with love, with that passionate love and involved in that passionate affection. It's a passionate affection, whereas affectionate love, which is filial love, the ones you have with your friends, that one is affectionate, emotional. It's an emotional, it's affectionate because, you know, of long-standing relationship, friendship, and things like that. It's affectionate. There's some elements of emotion involved, but not as Eros love. Eros love is heated passion most times, and yeah, so that's Eros love. So when you are saying to the opposite sex, so when you are, don't mistake the two. So when you are saying you love someone in an Eros, you're expressing an Eros love, you are in a relationship with a guy, for example, and you say you love that person, that's Eros love. You are expressing, which is okay to do it often. If it's one-sided, it's probably if there's no passion in it, then often they might not. If you don't say often, I mean not often, if the opposite doesn't say they love you, or you say it to them and they act a certain way, like they are reluctant to, you know, say it back, that's how you know if that guy is into you or that lady or not. Yeah, trust me. If you say it today and they cannot reply, say it again, wait for a while, say it. I say it. This is how you know if your other half is into you anyway. So moving on to the next one. Yeah, so I'm doing my eyebrow.
The color I'm using is I've just applied some red, kind of like transition color, and then I've got in with some brown and black to smoke out the corners. So as I was saying, Eros love is the type that exists between typically a husband and a wife, because it's romantic in character. It's romantic, you know, there's a lot of physical contacts involved. So the next one I want to talk about, so yeah, so when you are, and one way of expressing Eros love is that, as I say, it's emotional, passion, it's passionate, it involves a lot of physical contact. So when you're in a relationship, and you know, you should expect that the guy should, one way of expressing love, Eros love is, you know, the holding of hands, you know, kissing, cuddling, all those romantic gestures, cuddling, keeping in touch, spending times with each other, you know, keeping in touch, messaging, exchanging gifts, giving each other remembering each other's birthday, very important, you know, sharing some really loads and loads of fun memories, you know, that you would normally share with, you know, your friends, but this one is different because it's romantic. So a lot of fun memories, and you know, looking out for each other, taking care of each other, you know, basically respecting each other, and you know, romantically, just everything romantic, giving each other's flower on special days like Valentine, going out on special meals, you know, just that extra, you know, having in cuddling times, fun moments in the bath, or you know, just having, you know, having a nice bubble bath together or something, you know, everything romantic. Let me not tell you what you need to do, you know, like, you know, having a lot of laughter, fun, things like that. So that's Eros love. So, and then the next one is I want to talk about, and just need to say that quickly. I'm not an expert on relationship. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying, you know, I just decided to talk about it because it's what I've observed. I've observed that people have difficulties, you know, saying how they feel or understanding what the other person is saying by what the other person is really saying when they say, oh, I love you. When a friend says they love you, no, I want you to understand what they are saying so that you will know how to reciprocate it, so that you know how to return the kind gesture if it is, and how to avoid it if it's not. So yeah, that's that one. And then there is also, yeah, that's it really. That's it. Let me do my makeup now for a glitter look, right? So okay. I'm just deepening my mid color. So applying some brown. By the way, the brush I'm using is Peaches and Cream. I got it from Pretty Little Thing. And this is their pencil brush. So I'm just using it for the mid color. I use it to apply my mid color. So and then there's this is also Peaches and Cream from Pretty Little Thing. I'm just gonna use that to blend out any harsh lines. Okay. Right. Right, I think I'm going to apply. I'm gonna use the pencil brush and put some black right underneath the right here. That for a really in-depth contour of the corner eyes, and the corner of eyes. Right, I'm now going to apply my glitter. Apply my glitter glue. To put the eyeshadow first, I just made a mistake there. 1 minute. I'm going to use this green from my Morphe 35B palette. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of the face now with foundation and powder. So I'm gonna use my primer, my usual. I'm gonna use my usual Avon Magic X to prime my face. I'm going to apply my foundation, Elf in shade Suede. Okay. I'm using my peaches and cream PC25 brush to apply that. It's like a contour brush, but it will do. Okay. I'm just gonna blend out my concealer. I'm going to set it now using my LA Girl Pro powder. I'm going to set the foundation now. That's what I'm using. I'm going to use my transition color for underneath the eyes, which I got from my Jacqueline Hills palette. And I use this color, this red. Okay. So yeah, Glim Stick Diamonds eyeliner by Avon for my waterline. I'm going to apply some powder to contour using my BH Cosmetics contour and blush palette to do that. If I can get it opened. Okay, so I'm gonna use this contour to contour my face. I'm going to use the same palette to set my face. I'm gonna use that powder to set my face. Finish off sort of. A high cheekbone contour. Just gonna deepen the contour a bit, because with a darker shade of brown eyeshadow, that the one I use from the PH palette doesn't seem to be pigmented enough, so I'm gonna use like a more pigmented eyeshadow to make it work. Cheekbones. So I'm gonna use a blusher now. The blusher I'm using is by Sleek. The name, this is Flamingo. Yeah, I think I can use this one, given that it's evening now. So this is Sleek. Hope you can see it. Sleek, and it's called Flamingo. That's right. So I'm just gonna put that on top of my contour. I'm gonna put that on top of my contour. Right guys, I'm finally through with the makeup. Sorry I couldn't take you all through the stages. My battery ran out, so this is the final look. Hope you like what you are seeing, and let me know your reactions below. Yes, and also this also brings me to my final subject of how we express love, how to love and how to be loved. Now my final one for this particular vlog is going to be ludus love. Ludus love, that's the Greek word for a flirtatious type of exercise or reaction or actions between two consenting adults. It has to be two consenting adults that are of, maybe similar age, and not an adult and a child. Okay, so if you're a young lady and some grandpa of 62, for example, or 65 is flirting with you, you're 23 and he's 65 and is flirting, and is, that is called perversion. It is not ludus love. It's called perversion, and it's also can be seen as sexual harassment. So don't take it for love, even if he's saying it or she's saying it, as it can be sometimes. So ludus love is a flirty type of way of, I would say, communication between, two couples, two individuals who are interested in a romantic relationship, or are thinking of, or are desiring to have a romantic relationship with each other. So there's that stage of, girl meets boy, for example, and he's crushing all over her, and in the process, scattering everything, things begin to fall because of the nerve of the crush, you know. And she begins to blush, and she begins to have extra, you know, blushes on her cheek, and her cheek becomes slightly more rosier or purple as it can be sometimes, or it becomes or the face becomes slightly more radiant, you know. So that is Ludo's love. So it's a flirtatious kind of love between two consenting adults, not between, you know, a child and an adult. It's between two consenting grown-up adults who are in a romantic relationship, which is like in a eros type of relationship, or pragma. I'll talk about pragma and agape and obsessive love in my next, in my final vlogmas video before Christmas or on Christmas Day. So that's, look out for that. So this brings me to the end of this subject, this vlogmas for this week. So yes, that's Ludo's love. It exists in romantic relationship and pre-romantic relationship. So you flirt, you know, you crush on over, you know, on guy and boy interested in forming a relationship. They like each other. And by the way, if you're in an existing relationship already, that should be the only person you should be having Ludo's love with. And if you are having it with another person, it's you know, Ludo's love doesn't exist in your current one. It just means you are just a freelance lover. A freelance lover. So that's it for Ludo's love. It can be that phase, that first phase, or while you are in it. Anyway, I've got to go now. Hope you like the video. This is all I'm going to do for this week. Until next week, I'll do the final one. Leave me your comments, like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the subscription button, which kind of give you notification whenever a video comes out, and you know, just to support me. Why not? If not, all right, love you. Mwah.